Hey, welcome to Crossover Event. Hey, we're back again, and this time on this show, we have a Batman trailer coming up, as well as talk about the new Peacemaker. Remember him from Suicide Squad? Also, news. Star Wars is back in the news. What could that be?
Almost
Oh,
could be anything,
yeah,
right?
you'll tune in for that. Oh, and last but not least, the gang, us, takes a trip to the haunted house, much like Abbott and Costello.
Just we meet all the Universal monsters, or the Lovecraftian monsters, as the case might be. But I'm Chris Cox,
And I'm Martin Thomas.
and let's get into those trailers. Well, here we are. It's 2021, and it is time for us to remake Batman yet again. I know, everybody's done their bitching already about any number of things. One of which I'm like, shut up. Robert Pattinson is awesome. I will brook no dissent.
No, he's a fantastic actor. And if you've only seen him in Twilight, he is not taking his vampire character and turning it into a bat. He's actually done some amazing things since then. I would suggest you check out the movies Good Time and The Lighthouse. And here he is as a young Batman. It's like year 2.
It is indeed year 2, and this is Matt Reeves, who directed Cloverfield, was his big break out into the scene, the first one.
Yeah.
And then more recently he did the Planet of the Apes remake trilogy, which I thought were just tremendous.
Oh, absolutely.
But he's also co-writing this with the guy who wrote The Town. You remember that Ben Affleck
I
movie?
love that. That's one of my favorite Ben Affleck movies.
Fantastic. And what a great cast they got for this as well. I mean, finally we're seeing the first serious version of the Riddler on here with Paul Dano. Which
Sure.
The first trailer for this, let's not forget, came out over a year ago in August 2020 at DC Fandom. And now in this year's DC Fandom, we get the second one where we kind of see the Riddler.
Well, we don't see the Riddler so much, but we've seen plenty of stills where he's wearing which looks to be a stitched up raincoat of some sort. some costume that looks way too uncomfortable to wear, but I guess looks scary. It's not Riddler-ish at all, but whatever. It's a new Batman. It's a new world, except it's kind of not all that new. I mean, it's gritty and it is stripped down to where he's got a homemade costume. This is the kind of Batman that I've always wanted to see, but gotta admit, as cool as it looks, I still see so many elements of the Batmans that have come before.
I mean, not the least of which is, and I hate to tell you guys this, but the more I read about this, the more I'm like, isn't this just kind of Gotham, except not goofy?
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. When Gotham was coming out, I thought, who's going to want to see a Batman show without Batman? But they pulled it off. It was like, cool. Hey, you make Gotham City so corrupt. You go like, man, I can't wait till Batman shows up. Somebody's got to clean up this town. So here we have it. It's Gotham, but actually with Batman in it.
Well, I mean, in fact, they're even doing a spinoff on HBO Max that is, everyone's like, oh, it's going to be early Gotham, young James Gordon, which I guess here is played by Jeffrey Wright in this movie. But like, oh, no, this will be a younger, maybe James Gordon? These are a prequel, so maybe it's just Batman year one. I don't know.
I don't get it because the Gotham show was James Gordon at his first time when he just got hired to be an officer in Gotham City.
And they're doing a second spinoff show about the Penguin, like a younger Penguin. But wait, that also
You mean like the awesome Robin Lord Taylor, who was the young Penguin in Gotham too?
This is exactly what I'm saying. But it doesn't matter. This is obviously a harder, grittier. He said this is decidedly the first Batman movie that really focuses on him being a detective. And he has compared it, the director, to movies like Seven. In the sense it's very dark. It's much more brutal. And I got to be honest, a lot of these scenes really made me think about the brutality of it, falling a lot into the sort of problems with the police today, because they've made also very clear a lot of the running storyline is about corruption. It's about corrupt cops. It's about corrupt politicians. I mean, it's literally about a mayoral candidate having the other mayoral candidate murdered, presumably by the Riddler, right? And that somehow this ties into Bruce Wayne's family. Oh, and also maybe Randall Savage?
Randall Savage?
Oh yeah, there's a point they're looking at a big map on the floor with names from the movie, like question arrows going different directions, pointing at things. All of which you know from the cast list, except one, which just points at a word which says Savage.
I think you mean Vandal Savage.
Did I say Randall
You said
Savage?
Randall Savage.
Okay. You're Randall.
That's the guy who runs
that's
the
my
grocery
nickname
cart
for him.
on the corner. So much as I think it lives up to everything you're saying, I'm a little concerned about Catwoman.
Really?
Yes.
So it's Zoe Kravitz, I
Yeah,
believe?
Zoe Kravitz. Yes.
Uh,
I mean, it's once again where we have a little waif girl who's kicking the asses of grown ass men, and I was like, okay, I guess we got to go with that. But I don't. It's the one thing that's straining credibility, even though Batman himself, is getting shot point blank. I know he's wearing armor,
but
but
even
unless Tony Stark designed it,
yeah,
he's still gonna feel the impact of those
I
bullets.
mean, come on. Like, even Michael Keaton, when he got shot right in the symbol,
Yeah,
would fall
fall
down.
down.
This guy's just like, bring it. I eat
Yeah, I know.
bullets for
No, no, shoot
breakfast.
some here. Here, I got some extra rounds for you. Try
Good,
again.
David, take that. Wait,
It's fun to me. I like it.
he's like, shoot him in the face. What? No,
No,
that's
no,
my
no,
strongest
no,
point.
no, we didn't say
can't
that.
shoot. That's not, that was never what we agreed on.
It's like a shiatsu massage for him getting shot with bullets. But no, man. With Matt Reeves' track record, we got a chance at seeing an even better Batman than we got from the first two Christopher Nolan movies. Possibly. I
Mm,
said possibly. I didn't say it definitely, because everybody gets overhyped about everything they see, and they're already making memes about how this is going to be the best trilogy.
oh,
It's like, can we get one out the can?
can you please not get so excited that when it comes out and it's not like
Uh-huh,
literally the
uh-huh.
god of DC movies that you don't go, it sucked. And it goes the other way as well, of course. People are like, this looks so terrible, looks so terrible. And then it's pretty good. And they're like, it's the greatest thing that's
I
ever
know,
happened.
I know.
Okay. Anyway,
Can
we
the
got
internet calm down for just 2 seconds?
we got to look at another trailer here. That's another one that people are really excited about, which is for a television series spinoff of James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Now, this was, if you stuck around to the end of the credits of The Suicide Squad, you saw a little scene that said, "Hey, John Cena's Peacemaker, he survived?" Question mark somehow.
Uh-huh.
This was not originally part of the plan. Apparently, he was when they filmed his death scene in the movie. He was not supposed to survive.
He was DED
Dude,
dead.
he's laying there on the ground with his eyes open the way that dead people's eyes are. And
Uh-huh.
you're like, that guy's dead. But no, he's not dead. And this new series that's going to be on HBO, which James Gunn is actually directing, it appears almost every episode, although they did
Okay.
get one other guy on there, the guy who did the movie Session 9, to direct one of the episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But he's directing and writing all of these. It follows John Cena getting out of the hospital because of Amanda Waller still like, look, you fucked up, so we're on the, you're still part of my team, but we have this other team, Team X.
Oh, Task Force X?
Yeah,
Is that
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Because that was the name of the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was sort of like a bad nickname, a pejorative. You're like, no, you're Task Force X, but really, Suicide Squad.
So it teams him up with two of the other characters that we saw from the film, two of the people who were working there in Amanda Waller's office.
Mhm.
And both of them are being punished to join this team as well because they turned against her. But it's like, all right, well, there's other things to do. It appears that their mission in this one is you've got to assassinate a sitting senator.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on with that? Well, also we see Judo Master, who, I mean, come on, it's unclear what that's going to be because Judo Master has been like 8 different people in the comic books.
Right.
Although they've almost all been good guys. So it makes me think, okay, this is going to be a secondary sort of person for Peacemaker and the team to fight here in this. But unclear if the main villain is going to be, and this is my theory, they're introducing Vigilante, who's not part of the team, by the
No.
way, one of my favorite like D-list DC
Oh, yeah,
characters
absolutely.
for sure, who's like a mercenary who's got kind of a healing factor type thing and a really cool outfit.
Well, he was sort of what's his name? Deathstroke before Deathstroke.
Yeah.
And then they just went like, oh, we're gonna go with Deathstroke because he looks so much like Taskmaster instead. Whereas Vigilante was a guy in kind of like a ski outfit.
They bring him in here as like a guy's not even on the team, but he wants to help. He's always popping out, hey, what's going on? I really like you, Peacemaker. Can I help? And that's kind of fun, but I have a feeling the big fight at the end is going to be with him.
Possibly. It's just when we look at the trailer, we only see him dealing with Peacemaker.
Well, and his own father, played by Robert Patrick,
Right.
who, as you can imagine if you watch The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker is a royally screwed up dude.
Right.
And of course, we start to find out why, because his dad is, wow, a piece of work.
Yeah. You go like, man, this guy is an asshole. Well, it's like, Oh, but that's your dad. Oh, well, now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, see, now I feel bad about it. I shouldn't even have called you that name. I'm so sorry.
With the very least, he steals his dad's pet eagle, who he calls Eagly.
Eagly.
And the eagle gives him a hug. I got a little verklempt.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't dig having characters that are all CG, but that eagle's pretty awesome.
No, Eagle looked really good, man. I'm all in. This sounds like fun. Gunn has already promised that there will be a second season if HBO lets him do a second season. He said on the set, like, he didn't even know he wanted to do this till he and Cena started working together, and they just became best friends.
Yeah, that seems obvious. Matter of fact, what I'm seeing right now is that Cena is going to have a long career with James Gunn. With no matter what he does, he's going to drag him along and give him a bit part.
And of course, because this is a James Gunn film, we're going to get a scene of someone dancing. And because it's the John Cena film, we're going to get a scene of him in his underwear.
Sure.
And they bring those two things together.
He worked hard and took a lot of substances to get those huge muscles. He might as well show them off.
Well, that is it for the trailers this week. What else are we going to talk about, Martin?
Well, I believe we have a haunted house that we visited.
Yeah, but I feel like there was something else. What was it?
So just saw the Eternals, and that's really exciting. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to mess anything up. But what are you guys up to?
Oh, Jesus! How did you?
Come on,
Danny! Come on! This again?
So Hayden Christensen's coming back to Star Wars. Tell me your feelings. This is the time to get all of that trauma that the first three, that the prequels, put on us.
Okay, so everyone from those prequels, they got a bad rap. Well, but they all managed to, get past it, except for Jake Lloyd. And Hayden Christensen is the one. He is the one because we've seen him in a good movie, which was Shattered Glass.
Yeah.
And it was always like, that guy needs his redemption.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Nobody was like, Natalie Portman was terrible in that movie. I guess she's an awful actress. Let's just...
Right. No, I mean, that's just it. I don't like the prequels. I'm not a fan of the prequels. I think there are moments in the prequels I've enjoyed, but I didn't blame the actors.
No, that was definitely not on the fault of the actors. And I think Natalie Portman proves that perfectly. And I just feel like Hayden Christensen was a really easy target because he's a pretty dude. And so all of these sort of angry fanboys put a target on him, and the movie really put a target on him. I feel for the guy, and I'm ready for him to come back because I love Anakin Skywalker so much in Clone Wars, and I actually, and this is a very unpopular, controversial opinion, but I think that the Clone Wars makes up for the prequels.
That's not a controversial opinion. I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel better. I thought I was a little wild on that one.
Well, let's look at all the characters that came out of it that people just love, and we've seen a lot of them come to great fan response, even from people who didn't watch those animated series on The Mandalorian, right? And so, is it Ahsoka? I always forget how you pronounce it.
Ahsoka Tano!
Right?
Yes.
So, played by one of your favorite actresses now in the live-action version.
Oh, yeah, my future ex-wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna fight you for her.
going back and doing bringing her story, of course he's there, but the question is, what period of her life is it taking place? Is he a Force ghost? Are they flashbacks that we're going to see with a young her and him playing when he was her mentor? We just don't know.
I'm gonna bet on its flashbacks because as a Force ghost, we've seen Darth Vader as that old English dude. So that's not gonna be a thing.
Yeah. Well, and also Hayden Christensen apparently has not aged at all. No. So he can really play Anakin stepping straight out of the movie. And so it just really makes sense.
I mean, honestly, if you wanted to, he could just step in for Paul Walker on The Fast and the Furious, and people probably wouldn't even notice.
Oh, that hurts my heart, though. Oh, God.
Vin Diesel just walked his daughter down the aisle, for the record. I thought that was awfully sweet.
Yeah, that was very sweet.
Anyway, it's Halloween time, so what we did was we went, hey, maybe we should check out a haunted house together, which made me even more excited because, for one thing, I've been trying for years to get this guy to go to
I know. I'm not the horror fan that you guys are, and haunted houses are kind of a thing where I'm like, that's for kids. But I had a good time.
For kids, like the Hulu. And then this one over here.
This was my first time. This is my first time in a haunted house because I was always really worried that somebody was going to try and touch me, and nobody tried to touch me, and that was great.
All because of COVID.
Yeah, you can scare me as much as you want, just don't touch me.
And once COVID's over, you can't go back because they will touch you then.
Oh God, no, I hate it. No, it was actually a lot of fun, and it's the first time that I've actually like recreationally experienced fear other than watching a scary movie. And so this definitely solidified for me that I like having the crap scared out of me.
I'm not gonna lie, Danny. You were a lot of what made it fun for me.
Yeah, me too, especially when they were cleaning up your crap after the fact. So let's take a look at the video, right? We were there, we went to Bat City Scare Grounds in Texas, and let's see what happened.
Okay, so I don't get it. Chris should be here already.
Yeah, I'm not really.
And it's not like him to be late. Matter of fact, he's one of those annoying people who shows up early to everything.
I really feel like I'm at the beginning of a found footage horror film right now. Like, no, come to our brand new haunted house. And I'm just kind of riding these country roads. Oh my God, I am in a horror film. Wait, hold on, I think I see it. Hey guys.
Oh, hey.
What's going on? Jolie,
That's a look.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
you all left the costumes in the car. We talked about this, right? Like, where's your costumes?
But you weren't serious about that, though, right?
Yeah, it's f***ing Halloween. What'd you think I was thinking?
Today's not Halloween, though.
We're at a haunted house. We're covering a haunted house. I even talked to the guy who ran the place.
No, they dress up. Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't think you meant for us.
Yeah,
to
no,
do
I
it.
need breathable fabric if I'm going to be screaming for my life.
Oh my God. Oh God. This is embarrassing.
All right.
Oh no, that on your head is
Yeah.
pretty terrifying.
You know what? I'm gonna get changed. I'll be right back. All right. Jesus.
Yeah, you know, you love these things.
Chainsaw. All
right.
Bat City Scare Grounds, brand new haunted house in Austin, Texas. I'm thrilled. Like, let's do this. The crew is ready.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready.
I don't want to do clown
You
first.
said you love clowns. She hasn't done a haunted house before. She's got to
I don't want. Okay,
Bat City Scare Grounds is a 15-acre screen park. We're featuring Halloween and horror, and we have 3 haunted attractions located on our grounds. We have Clownocalypse, which is a 3D haunt. We have Castle Orlog, and we have Ancient Evil.
Ooh, okay. So what's your favorite part about doing this game?
I started out doing things for Horror Web. I'm a horror host for them. I have a YouTube show called Tub of Terror. Then we started building this a few years ago, and it's just been amazing to see it come to life. And I gotta tell you, my favorite part right now, hearing people scream.
So this is my first time ever going through a haunted house. Do you have any tips, any advice?
Oh, I would say, find your pace. The scare actors in there, their job is to terrify you.
Okay.
Go in with the attitude of this is gonna be fun and this is gonna be scary and I wanna scream. Because scream is a release.
What are you laughing so hard about?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
This one's called Ancient Evil.
I got this.
I'm not
What could
going
go
first
wrong?
this time.
No, this is fun.
Luckily, I brought the headpiece to the staff of rock.
So this is your place.
It is, yes. I don't know. I thought you guys were supposed to wear costumes.
Oh.
You guys.
All right. So Corey, tell us about Bat City. How did this get started?
It started off as just a personal sort of passion that I started doing, and,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to just open up one. I sort of did the research and the market research, and it really drove to, sort of this theme park idea.
All right. See you guys later.
No, I'm here for this.
Oh, sorry.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Hi. Martin, maybe you better go first.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe it's a black thing.
I think
don't
you
know.
have to pay its toll. Would you like a human soul? Is that what you're looking for?
There you go. Just follow it. Martin, tell us how it was.
What would you say makes this place unique from the other haunted houses?
we're not in an industrial complex. It's what Halloween is about, which is an outdoor event. You know, we have a beautiful outdoor midway and a stage, and it feels outdoors. It feels Halloween out here. You know.
Well, Corey, thank you. Thank you for having us out here. This is a wonderful place. I hope people come out and check it out.
Yeah, me too.
It's so much fun.
All right, I'm glad. Thank you guys.
Actually, you guys, I think I'm gonna stay. I'm kind of vibing with this guy. I'm really liking these horns.
Okay, but you're gonna miss it.
Danny, we're on our way out. Come on, what are you doing?
I live here now.
We knew this day would come. That was fun, yeah, right?
That was great.
You got the shit scared out of you, as you said. That's great.
Super great. I'm gonna throw away those pants, but it's fine.
It was fun, and I hope that next year we get to do it again. But for now, our show is in fact over, and you can find Martin Thomas right here
You can find me at Double Toasted, 3 nights a week, streaming live on Twitch.
and Danny Danger here writes for.
Yeah, you can find me at Belle of Lost Souls, writing about our pop culture content and just anything I think is weird and exciting.
And I am from oneofus.net. And in fact, if you want to see more from this episode, we have an extended version of our haunted house visit, a considerably longer version with more interviews and more of us laughing and having fun. At oneofus.net, you got to be a subscriber at the brown coat level or above, $5 a month, and you can get that. And every show will always have bonus content there for you to check out. But until next time, this has been Crossover Event!